Dead Man Walking with Susan Sarandon, winner of the Academy Award for Best Actress in a Leading Role for this movie. Sister Ellen Prejean, and Sean Penn as Matthew, the convicted killer who is supposed to die his own death row. Written based on the book and directed by Tim Robbins, the real life husband. Then I'm not sure, I don't know now, as it happens in Hollywood, marriages tend to break apart. But I'm thinking they're still married. I don't know. An impressive movie, although I have some qualms. There are some strange, weird things that didn't get along with this viewer perfectly, so to say. But otherwise, it's acclaimed, it's important, it's really good, I can see that. It's just for one thing, the anti-hero is not someone you can relate to easily, I would say. Yes, civilized society is against death penalty, and I don't think I have any issue with that. There are situations when this massacre, bomber, vicious serial killer, when one may have some hesitations, but generally speaking, it's clear it's banned in Europe, in most of the civilized world. America, well, America has elected a very stable genius, and half of, well, not half of it, but I don't know. It has an important sick segment there because they still go along with the ultimate idiot. So what can you say about that country? It happens in there. So there it is. This Matthew, Sean Penn, by the way, plays it interestingly in that is edging towards the villain, which this guy is. He writes at the beginning to this sister, a nun, really, about the fact that he's on death row, he will be executed, and he has almost no one to talk to, and he needs help in some ways. And then an elaborate plot, an interesting, complex film follows, dealing with issues as like the death penalty. Is it right, the sister says, and others, I don't know, to kill someone in order to correct a killing and things like that. We have this interesting aspect also that there may be a chance that he wasn't the one killing the two innocent young people, a couple, a boy and a girl, are killed viciously. She's raped, stabbed multiple times. It's a vicious murder, as if there is a clean one. Unless, of course, we're talking war. There's a different story there. Those against war, pacifists, say that this is wrong anywhere, including in war. So that has to be avoided. Conflict, violent conflict, in any circumstances, unless, of course, one is attacked, or I don't know. If there are solutions even then. So the two attackers, and Matthew claims it was the other one. He was, if not really a victim, the fall guy, the one who was going along with the elder, and now that he's too young, actually, he has a child of his own, so he's not uh, an adolescent. I'm not sure how old he is, 30 maybe? I mean, thereabouts. So he has this version of the story that, well, he wanted to brag, he went along, he thought that will not do any harm or much harm. But then there you go, you have this other guy just killing those two innocent people. Now, if that would be true, it gets more complicated because it probably would have meant life as an accomplice. I mean, if he wasn't the one killing, but still didn't do anything to prevent and so on, and we're not discussing a criminal case here now. We're not discussing anything. I'm just blabbing around. So there is this thing. Otherwise, this man is hateful, and that's part of the problem I think I had with the movie. He's not likable at all. He's not believable. He has the wrong attitude. By the way, I'm sorry, I forgot that. He's a Nazi sympathizer. He's a racist, and so the list is long, and gets longer if we get into it. But that's not the point here. The sister tries. She comes into conflict with the families of the victims. There are some awkward, bizarre, challenging moments, tense and dramatic and good cinematically. She visits at one point the family of the dead girl. And they're thinking if she came, that means she came to her side. And then, how did you come to our side? And things like that. And they realize when she mentions, I'm going to be his spiritual guide, counselor, whatever. They have something. You can have a priest in the last. Some things you're allowed to decide what you want to eat for the last meal. Things like that. Last wish, if it's not to have the atomic bomb used on Cairo, I don't know. If that's your last wish, well, forget about it. So they're appalled and they're horrified, and they become again very furious with her. And there are moments like that. An excellent movie, really.